Brightest blessings, friends, psychic medium Elizabeth Grove, the Paranormal Priestess. Hope everyone's doing great. Thank you, clients. Thank you, subscribers. Hello, hello out there. Welcome to the channel, to the Paranormal Priestess YouTube channel. Just to introduce myself, as I always do, in case anyone is new and just clicked on this video. My name is Elizabeth Grove. I am a psychic medium. I am a divine channeler. I'm also a very rare and unique high-level remote spirit extractor specialist, as well as a twin flame on her mission. And boy, have I been on it. I have been crazy busy. So for those of you who I have not gotten back to for whatever, the reason, if it's for a reading inquiry or to get back to you regarding the clearing work, to continue with that, I do apologize. Thank you for your patience. I've literally been doing clearing after clearing, and I just got done doing clearing just 10 minutes ago. I'm crazy. What can I say? My journey's crazy. I'm crazy. I just happen to be one of those warrior twin flames. And, when people are in trouble and they have psychic attacks and really dark things like the demonic and satanic and malicious souls and dark malicious souls and implants and all those things that I'm not going to get into all of those specific things, but I do that other half of the job. I do the paranormal, supernatural part of that job, hence the Paranormal Priestess. So that's my particular mission. That's part of it as a twin flame. I am a twin flame, divine angelic twin flame on the journey to manifest in union. I know many of you are twin flames who are watching this and who I get to exchange with, in the comments. And many of you have become clients too, and that's been very special to me. I want to definitely keep this short and just talk about some things that are going on and some updates that are going on with my work. I didn't get a chance to really plan out a video because I've been doing emergency clearing, so it's really important, and I'm very passionate about my work, and most of the work that I do is for twin flames when it comes to clearing work, extraction work, spirit extraction work. However, it is definitely not limited to twin flames, and so this work is really available to anybody who I'm guided to clear for, and I do check in with my spiritual team regarding all my services. So if you are new and you are interested in a divine channeling, and that's when I actually speak to your angelic team. It could also include your guides, which could be your loved ones on the other side. I do that. And I also do, of course, the clearing work. But before I can do that, I do check in to make sure to see if it's a vibrational match, that it's guided, we resonate, that I'm the person for you. I'm the clearer for you. I'm the reader for you. If not, it's not about ego at all. It's not about collecting a payment. Every single thing that I do, I try my best to do with the utmost integrity, everything for the highest good. So if I'm not the reader and the clear for you after checking in with my team, then I will gladly step aside and I will let you know. And there is a particular letter that I will send you to let you know if we are a match or not. But regardless, I am so glad that people are watching the channel, even if you are not, a vibrational match and we don't get to work with each other. I'm just happy that I'm helping, who I can through the videos that I put up and the messages that I share on the videos too, because I do a lot of channel messages. I do them every month, and I do them more than that too for the different cosmic events that go on with the moons and the solstices and the retrogrades and such. So when I'm guided to do those, I put them up. Definitely the monthly ones are always there. But if I'm guided to do more than just the angelic monthly messages, I go ahead and I share it with you guys. This video is going to be about some of the changes going on. So yes, I just wanted to let people know who have been waiting for responses from inquiries. Perhaps it's been some days have gone by. I do apologize. Thank you for your patience. To be honest with you, it is a challenge to do both the channeled readings and then do the paranormal work, because when people are in trouble, it's one of those things where I have to be on it. And also too, I have to be able to understand my own boundaries, my own limitations, and to take care of my own energy. And I want people to understand that. So it's not that I'm trying to leave anyone flat. or anything like that, or that I'm not compassionate, I don't care. I actually overcare, to be honest with you. And I know my team is always talking about that I need to be able to find an allotted time for me to just be able to work on myself, my own healing, the healing with my twin as well, whatever I can do for him, and to be able to just recharge my batteries and find some breathing room for myself. So it's challenging. I'm doing what I can. So we have the services that I offer are the angelic channeling. So that would be the angels and guides reading, and many times, there will be a team will step in, and there'll be Archangel Michael that steps in. He comes through a lot with a lot of very strong messages, because I'm very close with Archangel Michael. These readings are perfect for twin flames. They can be for anybody. I can read for anyone. This work is not just limited to twin flames. So if you are a twin flame watching this and you know someone who really would like an angelic reading and they're not a twin, you can send them my way. And this is not just for twin flames, it's for everyone. But I definitely have been doing a lot of work for twin flames. I'm a twin myself. I've been on the journey, and I go through a lot of the same things as you are going through out there. So I understand it very, very well. And I thoroughly believe, after everything that I have been going through with my journey, what I have been through, is that it's always best to go to a twin flame, someone who knows the journey, someone who's on their journey, who also has abilities to be able to read a twin flame journey for you. And I'm not saying that other psychics can't, but I do find that they are limited as far as how high they can reach, as far as how high they can go, with understanding it, with being able to resonate with it. And sometimes, there's psychics that they put their opinions in there because they just don't really know about the journey. So their abilities may be really on point, but they just don't have the experiences, and they could be biased in their opinions. So I definitely recommend, going to a twin flame. So I am a twin flame, and the divine channelings that I do definitely assist with understanding, clarifying your journey, clarifying if it is indeed your twin, if you're unsure and you want that revalidation. It also covers a lot about the blockages and things that are interfering with divine processes, and a lot of that, of course, is belief systems and conditions and energy and baggage and luggage that we hold on to from not only this lifetime but also other lifetimes. So there's a lot that we are doing as twin flames to be able to clear these things out, so that way we can raise our vibration and frequency. We can achieve an equilibrium or balance within ourselves, empowerment and balance, and be able to heal as twins, come together in the physical, if that's what was chosen. If you both have been chose the physical part of it, many have. I come from a place, honestly, I believe that if you are awakened to this journey and you have that desire already within to come together with your twin in the physical, then you chose it. I think there are definitely twins out there who know that I just don't feel like, I chose this. So definitely listen to yourself with that. But these readings are very, very helpful with being able to really pinpoint what's going on as far as blockages, really pinpoint what's going on as far as what's happening with your counterpart, their headspace, their heart space, things that they're going through, the stages they're going through. And many people don't know this, but I am a physical channeler as well, so that means the angelics can actually speak right through my body, and I always joke to my clients that it comes off like Alexa, and it's kind of true because they have never been human before, of course, they're angels, and so it comes off very robotic and very formal. They use big words and a very formal way of speaking, and what I love about that is that it's always keeping it very organic, and I love doing that. It's basically like a three-way call. So I know a lot of my clients have been getting a lot of validations, and some of those validations they can tell me about that they've already experienced with their twin in the physical. So, which is great. It's great to be able to have that reconfirmation. And some have also gone to other readers, and they just wanted to check in with me because they were drawn to me, and I was able to be another validation and also give even more detail as to what's going on with their dynamics. So that's there. The extraction work, that's something that I want to definitely let people know that this extraction work has changed. And this is definitely a very big announcement for people who either are interested about, you know, the extraction work, they've inquired about it, or they've already had it. I was absolutely guided by Archangel Michael to learn more, even more, that there was further to go with this. And I was like, oh, okay, you know, I knew it was coming, and that time is actually now. So the work that I do, so if, for those of you who are new and are not aware of the work that I do, I'll try my best to kind of explain that. But with the extractions, I do everything remotely through my light body. Okay, I have an activated light body that enables me to be able to travel to any location, anywhere in the world. So I get around, okay? I get around. And this work is so divinely powerful. I don't go alone. I go with my team. Archangel Michael is the leader of my team. I have a lot of very powerful guides and powerful angelics and deities that are on my team. And you know, they're there to help guide, to protect me, and, you know, to just let me know anything. That'd be nice, good to know while I'm there. And when I get to the location, I'm able to address the physical location, so any types of beings that are in the physical home and surroundings attached to that. Also, it enables me to do the spiritual part of it, the soul. Okay, and this is where the work actually has expanded. I was addressing the soul spaces. So now this is going to be expanding even deeper than that. You know, the soul spaces, I was doing like the heart space, and these are all still in there. This heart space, excuse me, the twin flame actual spark, the being, the essence, the soul's essence, and the veils of remembrance, you know, being able to connect with divine knowledge and divine wisdom. The sphere of influence as well, which is the space, the area which surrounds the multidimensional bodies and the auric fields. And I was also giving a divine healing with that, uncapping people's gifts, their abilities, and activating. I was doing activations as well. But this now is opening up to a greater work, because now I'm handling the multidimensional bodies, all the consciousness levels, so the soul complex. I'm also handling the connections to the divine, or the diamond structure. So all that diamond gridding and diamond points and consciousness levels and consciousness griddings and points and all those interconnections that you know, help us to remember who we actually are, our authentic divine souls, our divine aspects. Help us to be conscious of it, though. You know, because the whole thing is, you know, twins always want to know, well, when is my twin going to become conscious of me, conscious of the dynamic, you know, conscious of who they are? All those questions always come up. I can't guarantee how things are going to play out in the physical when I do this work. What I can say, though, about this work is that it absolutely does assist with giving a clean slate and removing out these interferences, so that way divine processes have a clear pathway. That's the best way of explaining it. So, of course, the processes are going to do their thing, but many times, of course, on the journey, twin flames come across interferences, you know, from people, from beings, and they can be from the demonic to the satanic to extraterrestrial. There are healers out there who are actually dark, who are cloaking as divine, and they are damaging twin flame energies. There are readers out there who are cloaking as divine, and they are psychically attacking twin flames. So we have these crazy scenarios. We have things that, and this all comes up in the work, and I like to keep it real, so I'm not trying to make anyone really nervous or scared, but I just want to get the information out there in case, you know, maybe this is you who thinks that maybe this is happening to them, and maybe this is confirming it. or you know someone. There are things like higher self rituals, where a being that you may come across is actually a being that's disconnected from the divine, or a dark or defiant being, and their higher self is placing rituals or doing psychic attacks on you and your beloved. It definitely happens. There are things like black magic, of course. That's one that comes up. Doing rituals in that type of way. Physically doing rituals, black magic rituals. There are also curses. There are bloodline curses, things like that. So these types of things are things that I handle. It's a crazy mission that I have. It's a big mission for me. It takes a lot of commitment and sacrifice in my life to do it. I know there are twins out there like, I had a twin that just told me through mail, I do not envy your mission. I know. But this is just what I chose. This is who I am. This is who I am. This is who myself and my divine masculine are. We handle these crazy things, if you will. But these are the things that I need to find out. These are the things I do find out. And I let the client know how we go about addressing this, so that way I can step in and do the clearing work for yourself and your beloved. Also, too, it definitely pays to mention that karma is something that comes up many times for twins. Dharma could come up as well. Now, the difference between karma and dharma, many of you are familiar with, and that actually is actions between people. And of course, we can have positive karma, we can have negative dharma. So just keep that in mind. But throughout our lifetimes, we interact with our twin, we interact with other people. We have karma. We have karma to transmute. Many people are currently in karmic contracts, and they're ending, of course. But there are karmic contracts. Sometimes people come together in karmic marriages to have children. That's serving the karma. That's paying off that karma. So I don't believe anything, I don't believe to knock karma in any type of way. It's a part of our story. It's a part of our whole soul's journey. It's healing. It's us being able to achieve, evolvement. We're evolving, right? We're growing. So karma is always there. But karma is very important to be able to transmute that before I'm able to step in. So that's very important when it comes to the remote spirit extraction work. If there is karma, the best tool to use for that would be the violet flame invocations, to be able to transmute that. I know that, I believe it was Anna. Hi Anna, if you're watching this right now, who wanted to know more about the violet flame, and I will do a video on that. But I just wanted to do a quick updated video because I need to rest after these clearings, but I will do that. But the karma is something to be addressed. Dharma is when it's a self-inflicted action, basically. So you could have a negative self-infliction, or you can have positive. So say for people who, now everyone's different. So just keep that in mind. But say for some people who have, deep addictions, that can, I'm not saying for everyone, but it can create dharma. It can. If someone stops themselves very severely from going forth and achieving their dharma, achieving their purpose, fulfilling, let's say, our dharma. If there's something that you have done onto the self that's preventing you from fulfilling your positive dharma, and you have negative dharma, that's something that, I don't address. That's something that's very personal, and that's something that you would work with your team to be able to recognize how you have stopped yourself. What have you done onto the self that's preventing you from moving forward? And that's something that I don't interfere with, because that would not be good for me as to be able to do that. That's something that would be an interference. So it would definitely not help my journey. So if you do have Dharma, it doesn't come up that often, to be honest with you. Karma is very common, but every now and then, you know, Dharma could come up. Things like hijacked soul contracts, that's another reason. Sometimes there will be your beloved may be in a contract with a dark being, someone who's disconnected from the divine or a defiant being. And what happens is the contract gets actually stolen, the Akashic record, it gets stolen, it gets changed. They either elongate the contract or they place themselves into it altogether where they really shouldn't have been there. And when it comes to a hijacked soul contract, this tends to come up every now and then for sure. That's something I definitely don't recommend you personally trying to cut. Don't go there. As far as rituals too, trying to reverse them personally, don't go there. It's definitely not in the highest good to do that. Okay, the best way is asking the divine, putting that request out there for the divine, for your spiritual team to go ahead and assist you with those. And for that, I do have prayers, I do have requests that are already ready to go. And so for whatever needs addressing before I can do extracting, I'm very thorough and I send that in to you through email. So the extraction work has been really getting a lot of positive feedback, I have to say. But of course, everyone's different in terms of how they'll experience it. A lot of people have been talking about their abilities enhancing. I had someone actually that had their light language. They were able to speak light language and had that really enhanced. Other people had their healing abilities enhanced. Lots of great things with that. Obviously with attacks and things of that nature, those are no longer in the physical space, no longer feeling oppressed, no longer feeling blocked. A lot of people come to me saying that they feel extremely blocked. Now this is not the type of block where, it's self-imposed and it's just about getting to the root of the thought pattern or the emotional pattern or whatever you may be doing personally to block yourself. It's not about that, but when I'm talking about this type of blockage, this is a psychic attack blockage. This is when, there's psychic attacks within your manifesting space. So we have the physical space, we have the manifesting space, we have the dream space, we have the sphere of influence. These are just the spaces now. We have the being, we have the essence, we have the veils. So those are all the soul spaces. And then I added on the multidimensional bodies, the consciousness levels. I added on the connections to the divine or the diamond structure. So those are really, really important. But with the manifesting space in particular, that's where people are feeling like they just, no matter what they do, they just can't create any type of good in their life. And they feel like they're being blocked by some sort of external force other than themselves. And they are. And I can definitely tell you that that space normally gets plagued with attacks in there. So being able to remove those out, I hear a lot from people that they're able to finally move ahead with their missions, finally be able to gain some prosperity, finally be able to create and manifest very quickly good things in their life because they're not being blocked there. So I've been hearing a lot of good things with that too. One of the things that's really important to keep in mind with this work, this throws some people off, but this is like a energy healing 101 type of thing that I think some people are still confused about. Anytime that you're having energy work done, especially at this level, this is a very, 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 very high level work due to it being from the remote, due to the light body, due to it being from the light body. It is very high level divine work. And anytime you're creating energetic shifts within the body, within all the bodies, you are many times going to experience a purging or what's known as the healing crisis. And although, I do my best to transmute any type of negative residual energy and all of that. I balance, I synchronize, I ground, all of that. You just can't prevent that. That's just naturally how it goes, because the work has to settle in. And it depends on like the type of work that's done, how much of it, the sensitivity of the person. There's different factors involved. But I have to say that most people, if not all, do experience a purging or a healing crisis afterwards. And some people may feel like, oh, they're supposed to feel amazing after this clearing, and they go, well, why do I feel kind of crappy? Why do I feel anxious? Why do I feel kind of depressed? Why do I feel achy? Why do I feel really tired? Why do I feel like I just don't care anymore about being a twin, or I don't care about my twin? Why am I feeling like crap? And the reason is because your body has to really catch up. Everything has to be integrated. Everything has to settle in. And when you're doing a huge amount of switching around of energy, and it's a really deep, impactful healing, the greater the healing crisis is going to be. And that's, I know that it's not a great feeling, and some people get worried that maybe something went drastically wrong. No, nothing went wrong. Everything that I'm doing as far as extraction work would only benefit you. To be able to remove out these things, and everything I do, by the way, is not by my choice. Everything that I do is by Archangel Michael here. I'm asking him to let me know what to remove for the highest good, what and where. And we literally go through everything. So it's kind of a long process. It's literally a couple of hours per person, so it's kind of a long process there. And so nothing I'm doing is by choice. Everything that I'm doing would be assisting, but it's just, again, that when you're switching around energy like that at very high levels like that, your body is going to do that releasing, and that unstuck energy is going to come out. You're going to purge, and you may not feel too good for some days to a week, approximately. Yes, definitely. Within that time, what do I recommend? I recommend that whatever's coming up, not to resist it. I recommend to just let go, stay with what you're feeling and what you're thinking, stay with it as far as the release process. So whatever is going to help you out, if taking a salt bath is going to help you out, if just being able to breathe and let it out and ask your team to assist you with the purging, definitely that. Take some time out for yourself if you can. Drink a lot of water. That's always recommended after energy work. Okay, sometimes people are thirsty. Sometimes if people are hungry, it's that body, again, trying to adjust, and the body, trying to ground itself and integrate everything. Again, it's all those switches. If you're feeling depressed, or if you're feeling anxious or anything like that, just don't give up on yourself. Just stay with yourself. Ask your team to support you. Whatever goddesses you work with, gods you work with, working with Jesus Christ, whoever that you feel, you really resonate with and like to work with, divine energies, ask them to come in to support you with this purging process, because it is a very natural thing. After it passes, I normally have people let me know. I had gotten a couple of emails that people were really nervous. I had a client from England, and her twin from America, and she was really nervous about what she was experiencing as far as purging, and she was concerned about her twin too. But after everything passed, everything was so much better, and she got to start experiencing the miracles of that, and some of the wonderful changes that were happening in the physical. So that's really awesome. So just understand that is very normal. I'm trying to think of anything else that I want to bring up as far as that. Yes, actually. For those who are contacting me in regards to extraction work, again, this has been coming up a lot lately. Some people don't really realize that anytime that I am connecting with someone, it's going to be connecting with their energy and the energies that are attached to them or within them. I'm exposed to that, which of course leaves a little bit of a challenge there. Some people who know that they have clearing work to do or suspect that they do, they want readings. This is not always the best choice. Why is that? It's because if you do have, you know, different attachments and beings and different things like that, it's already an interference. And the only thing that would really come up in the reading are ways in which you and your beloved are blocked. It's really not that much more that I could really get out of that, because things are at a halt. And plus the fact too, I'm being exposed again to those energies, so I try to limit the exposure as much as I can. So this is definitely not anything personally against anyone, please understand that. But some people don't think, you know, that just because we're not face to face, just because some people think that, oh, it's an email, you know, but it works the same exact way. So I had to be really, really careful as to certain emails that I am reading at that time too. So if you are contacting me in regards to clearing, whether it's inquiring, whether it's following up with me after prayers and requests, please understand it could take a little bit of time there for me to get back to you sometimes, depending on what I'm doing. So, because it takes extra work for me to actually clear myself from the emails. I try my best to protect myself as much as I can, and I am protected. However, my body still feels it. I'm very, very sensitive. So just something to keep in mind. And connecting with you in regards to those inquiries, I like to keep everything very direct to the point and in and out. So it's best that we don't go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. If it's about extraction work, again, it's overexposure, and not even just on my part too, also on my client's part as well. So, you know, just keep that in mind. Just something to think about there that I wanted to mention, because there's a lot of work that goes into what I do. There's a lot of scanning work, there's a lot of channeling work, there's a lot of clearing work, there's a lot of protection work. It takes a lot of time. So that's why sometimes if I don't get back to either a reading inquiry or an extraction client, and it's been a little bit of time, just please have patience. I will get back to you. There's just so much going on and so much that I have to be aware of with my own energy, with my time, and you know, trying to keep everything balanced as much as I can. It's never going to be perfect, but I try my best. But yeah, that's basically what I want to say. So I'm really actually really happy about the fact that my extraction work has enhanced. It's always great to learn more and then be able to offer more to people who need that help. I do realize that I can't help everybody, but I try my best to do what I can. That's for absolute sure. I'm very committed to it and very passionate about it. And the reading work has been really, really amazing. And I'm really happy to be able to clarify and to help out and to just help people understand their twin flame journeys and better work with it too. So yeah, those are my updates. And you know, you can reach me on theparanormalpriestess.com. and take a look at, you know, my services page, take a look at my bio, you know, if you want to learn more about me. And I'm here. The best way to contact me is through my contact page. I wouldn't say that calling me would be in the best way of contacting me, honestly. I really need to ask my spiritual team, scan everything, see who is a vibrational match, and be able to get back to you. So really the best way of doing that is through my contact page, and just allow me, you know, we're looking at about 4 to 5, approximately, don't hold me to that, but about 4 to 5 days approximately for a turnaround time. I'm hoping to get that to be less, but like I said, I have a lot going on with doing the clearing work. It takes a lot of time in many ways, and also being able to take care of myself in between with that. So, but theparanormalpriestess.com. If you want to also connect with me on Facebook, you can do that. I have my page, The Paranormal Priestess. I just wanted to just put it out there as far as the Facebook page. Again, best way to contact me if you're inquiring about services is through theparanormalpriestess.com, is through my website. Definitely would love to hear any comments or anything like that on Facebook, but inquiries, definitely send them to my contact page. I'm also on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter at ParaPriestessYT. I also have my own personal Twitter account, Para_Priestess too. So it's just a few ways that you can connect with me. So those are my announcements, and next week I'll be back to doing a video. I believe I'll be doing that on the Violet Flame, and I'll talk more about healing work, clearing work, transmutation work, and some of the ways that you can benefit more bringing that in for both yourself and your twins. So thank you so much for listening and watching, and it's been a pleasure on YouTube, and I think I'm going to go rest because it's getting late here in New York Eastern Time. So thank you, everyone. From the heart of the darkness is born the light. Brightest blessings, friends. Much love, and I'll see you guys next week. Take care, everyone.